Some killers try to hide. Some try to erase every trace of their crimes. But a few do the exact opposite. They want to be noticed. They want the police to chase them. And sometimes they want to leave behind a message. Today, we're diving into one of the strangest cases in criminal history. A murderer who sent letters straight to the police, teasing them, taunting them, and revealing a truth no one expected. This is the secret of the killer who wrote letters to the police. It started on a quiet weekday morning at the Central Police Station. Detectives sorting through routine mail suddenly found an envelope with no return address. Inside was a single sheet of paper and a typed message. You missed something at the scene. The letter described details from a recent murder, details that were never released to the public. Only the killer could have known. The department went on high alert. Was this a confession, a taunt, or the start of a game? Within a week, a second envelope arrived. This time, the letter included a crude map. A red X marked a wooded area outside the city. Detectives followed it and discovered a small box buried under the leaves. Inside the box, a piece of torn fabric, a silver pendant, and another letter. The message read, "If you want to stop me, follow the clues." Now the killer wasn't just confessing. He was directing the investigation. Soon, rumors spread. Reporters camped outside the station. People were scared, angry, fascinated. Some thought the killer was seeking fame. Others believed he wanted to humiliate the police. And a few whispered something darker. Maybe he wants to be caught. The pressure on detectives grew. Every letter meant the killer was watching them, studying them, playing with them. The third letter changed everything. It wasn't a taunt. It wasn't a clue. It was a threat. "I'll strike again soon, and the next one will be on you." Along with the note was a list. The names of 3 women who lived in the same neighborhood. Police rushed to warn all 3. Patrols increased. Cameras were installed. But the killer didn't go after any of them. He had something else in mind. One detective, a quiet analyst named Carter, began studying the letters closely. He noticed strange patterns, odd spacing, certain letters bolded, random punctuation marks. When he arranged them in order, something appeared. A coded message. Hidden inside all 3 letters were coordinates, pointing to an abandoned cabin near an old logging road. Detectives moved fast. The cabin looked abandoned for decades. Dust everywhere, broken windows, silence. But inside, investigators found something chilling. A wall covered in newspaper clippings, all related to the murders. Strings connected faces, dates, locations. It looked like the killer's own crime board. And on the table was a half-finished letter addressed to the police. But the cabin didn't reveal who he was, only that he had been here recently. While going through the cabin, Carter noticed a small ashtray. In it were cigarette butts, fresh ones. DNA testing was done immediately. When the results came back, detectives were stunned. The DNA didn't match any known criminal, but it did match someone in the system. A man reported missing 7 years earlier. The police realized something shocking. The killer wasn't someone hiding in the shadows. He was someone everyone thought was dead. The missing man had been a quiet, intelligent loner, a former lab technician. No criminal record, no history of violence. He vanished one night, leaving behind an empty car near a river. Authorities assumed he drowned, but the truth was different. He had staged the whole thing. A new identity, a new life, and eventually a new obsession. He started writing letters years before committing a single crime, planning, studying the police, preparing the game. Before detectives could arrest him, another letter arrived. This one was handwritten. No taunts, no threats, just a final confession. I was never trying to escape. I wanted you to understand me. The chase was the only thing that made me feel alive. Along with the letter was an address. Police raided the location, a small shed outside a rural farmhouse. Inside, they found him. He had taken his own life before they arrived. On the floor beside him was one last envelope, sealed and addressed. To Detective Carter, it contained a single sentence. "You are the only one who could see me." Some killers run from their crimes. Others hide like ghosts. But this one sought attention, craved the pursuit, and built a deadly puzzle just to keep the game going. In the end, the letters weren't just messages. They were windows into a disturbed mind. Someone who believed the chase mattered more than the lives he took. A haunting reminder. Sometimes the monsters we fear don't hide in the dark. Sometimes they send us a letter. Thank you for watching Truth Trove Stories. If you want more mysteries, real crime stories, and deep dive investigations, make sure to subscribe.